Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve Crowley coming with another video, another VGC 2016 Wi-Fi battle on BattleSpot. And this time, I don't know how to pronounce that name, I don't speak Japanese, but a pretty interesting battle. We see the Whimsicott there, we also see the Ferrothorn. When I saw that he had Ferrothorn and no Kyogre, I was kind of surprised, because usually those two are together, because you put that Ferrothorn under the heavy rain and it's untouchable by fire type attacks, and that's its biggest weakness. But we see it's with Groudon. We also see the Whimsicott with that Prankster. I got a little shaky when I saw that because I don't have anything with Taunt, and I believe this was the first time I faced off against it. I've seen it a little bit, I don't know too much about it even to this day. And so I believe he also had some sort of fighting type Pokemon, maybe a Lucario, I don't remember exactly. That's why I brought Cresselia over Porygon 2, but he didn't bring it to the battle. So pretty interesting battle, but we're gonna go ahead and get this one started. And looking at his team, seeing all the options he had, I decided to go for Cresselia and Dialga to get the Trick Room, and the Dialga for the possible Groudon lead, and the Whimsicott as well, and the Salamence. And sure enough, he starts with Whimsicott and Salamence. And when I see this, I get super excited because that Intimidate does nothing to me. And I am in a fantastic position because I have the Flash Cannon for the Whimsicott and the Ice Beam for the Salamence. So here he's going to Mega Evolve. I'm predicting a Taunt from the Whimsicott. And so he goes for the Protect right there with the Mega Salamence. And we're going to see, sure enough, he does go for the Taunt on the Cresselia. I went for Ice Beam, doesn't really matter because his Salamence protected anyways. So here I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon. I'm going to deal tons and tons of damage to that Whimsicott, but it's going to hang on with the Focus Sash. So I said, okay, that's fine. I'm still in fantastic position because I can go for the Ice Beam on the Salamence and take it out. So here we're going to see a Draco Meteor, and he misses. And he also carries the Endeavor on the Whimsicott. New meta, Endeavor, Whimsicott. No, I'm just kidding. So I was pretty interesting. Wasn't expecting it whatsoever. I'm going to take it out. I got the crit. That's a very important critical hit right there. And here I'm going to go for the Ice Beam on the Salamence. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take it out. I don't know if I don't know the calcs on that. And I get the freeze right here. So up to right now, it's a pretty bad start for my opponent. Some unlucky opportunities, missing that Draco Meteor and getting the freeze on the Mega Salamence. And here he's going to send out the Groudon, the Primal Groudon. And just so you guys know, I remember I looked it up. Just because you Pokemon cannot freeze under sunlight, but just because, like in this case, just because he sent out his Groudon does not mean that his Salamence is going to guarantee dethaw. Even though in this instance it does, I did look it up. I remember in a previous battle I thought that, but it's not like that. So just so you guys know for future battles. So here he's going to thaw out. I go for the Protect because I was expecting like a Draco Meteor or the Precipice Blades. And so he's going to go for the Hyper Voice to get that double damage off. And here I'm going to take it out with the Ice Beam. So here I'm in a great spot. I'm up 2-0. Or I'm up 4-2, I'm sorry. So we see his last Pokemon's the Ferrothorn. And I see that and I say, okay, this is perfect, because I have my Groudon chilling in the back, and it can take out both of those. So we're going to see the Rock Slide here. I'm fine with that. My Dialga did some good work. And I'm going to see the Gyro Ball. So not going to do too much because I'm also very slow. And he's going to pop the Citrus, so I'm going to be at higher health. So finally I'm going to get my Trick Room up. So when I see it, I think, okay, I'm in fantastic positioning right now. Because with that Groudon, the Ferrothorn's going to be faster in Trick Room than my Groudon, but my Groudon's, I'm pretty sure it's going to be faster than his, since mine's the lowest speed it can possibly get. So I think when I see this, I think I'm in good positioning. And so he's going to Protect with the Groudon right there, predicting the ground type move, which is fine. Here I just say if I can get rid of that Groudon, I can win. So I do go for the double target on the Groudon. Well, kind of. I go for the Precipice Blades. I just want to get that Groudon taken care of as soon as possible. And the Precipice Blades here is going to do not that much to the Ferrothorn, to be honest, like a 40%, which is fine because I go with a fire type move and I take it down immediately. So here we're just gonna basically see gyro balls being spammed from the Ferrothorn, because that's really all he can do. And I go for the Psychic. I'm just trying to take down that Groudon. And I get the double hit on the Precipice Blades, but we're going to see that Groudon still survives. So that's a pretty bulky Groudon, because I believe mine is Brave, and so that's a lot of damage. You can see mine's like full HP, and that's how much it did. So I assume his is full HP as well. But so here we're in good positioning. Here I predict the Protect from the opposing Groudon, but he actually protects both Pokemon here. He's going to stall at the last turn of Trick Room. So you could say this can put him in a good spot, because he can potentially take out my Groudon on this next turn. But there I go for the Fire Punch on the Ferrothorn, because I don't want to miss with Precipice Blades. So I just go for the safe play, and I just want to get rid of that Ferrothorn now. So I'm going to say the Gyro Ball here on the Groudon to some sort of last-ditch effort to take down the Groudon, because that's his biggest threat right now. And the Psychic picks up the knockout on the opposing Groudon, and my Fire Punch is going to do more than enough to take out this Ferrothorn. So this is a pretty interesting battle. That Whimsicott caught me off guard. I feel like if he had some sort of priority move, he could have capitalized on it better, or some more support. I just feel like he didn't do a good job using that Endeavor as he should have. But all in all, a good battle. An interesting team. I believe this was the first time I matched up against Ferrothorn and the Whimsicott. But that's pretty much going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you guys next time.